Hey, Daniel Seraph here. Welcome back to my channel. This is a continuation of a walkthrough of my small pedal board. I had this pedal board recently done by Alex Thornton over at Tone Heaven Audio, and he did such an amazing job with this board. And I've been doing the last few videos with a walkthrough of the different pedals on the board and why I've been using them. And so now we've come to the Vemuram ODS1, the Shanks collaboration. So this pedal is fantastic. I bought it on a whim because I was looking for a Nobels ODR1 style pedal. So if you don't know, the Nobels ODR1 is a classic sound that's used a ton in Nashville. And that pedal's really wonderful, but supposedly the only good ones are the old ones. And they're fairly expensive. And there have been a lot of copies, and I've tried numerous ones, and some of them are quite good. But I really like this one because it's controllable in numerous ways. So on the back of the pedal, there are actually two small changes that you can make based on changing the saturation and the bass. So one of the problems with this circuit for me is that it's kind of like too bassy. So I totally recommend, if you're interested in this style circuit, that you look for one that has kind of a bass control that you can roll some of that bass off. So this is my clean tone. Neck pickup. Middle position. Bridge. Now I'm playing my Michael Tuttle tuned Telecaster, or tuned T as he calls it. And these particular pickups are pickups that I worked on with Tom Brantley from North Carolina. He used to work with Lindy Fralin and does Geddy Lee from Rush's Pickups and a bunch of other people. He's an amazing pickup builder. And he and I collaborated on this mini humbucker and this single to get them really nice and matched. And I just love this setup. If you're interested in some pickups like this, feel free to reach out to me and I can hook you up with Tom. But anyway, I think it sounds wonderful. The guitar is amazing. It's easy to play. But here we go. Let's check out the Vemuram ODS1. I'm going to start with the gain kind of down, just a light overdrive. So you can tell already it's got quite a bit of gain on tap. Now because I'm on the neck pickup, I honestly don't use it for that much, but I want to roll up the tone a little bit. There we go. Nice. So just to clarify, just like the last videos, I'm playing this guitar. The only effect that's on the pedal board right now that's on is the ODS1. And that's going into the Benson amps Chimera 35 watt 6v6 style amp. That's going into my Universal Audio aux and then into Pro Tools for recording. So that's what you're hearing here. Now if I were in the studio and are trying to like really work this sound, I would probably brighten up that a little bit so it cuts just a little bit more. There we go. Let's try the middle position. So again, the gain is kind of like at 9 o'clock, and it's still pretty gainy. Let's see if we can roll it down. To me, this pedal is totally kind of that medium gain level. Yeah, there we go. bridge pickup, let's be clear, that is truly where it excels. Like, you can hear right away. It just speaks just so beautifully. And I specifically chose the Telly because this is such a Nashville sounding pedal that I wanted to kind of go after that. But to be honest, I play it with my Strat, I play it with my Heritage 335 style guitar, I play with my Novo, I play with my PRS. I play with all my guitars and it sounds really wonderful. Okay, let's take this gain up a little bit. Put it at about 11 o'clock. Let's go back to this neck pickup. Really pretty nice. Middle position. Bridge pickup. Now that's starting to get really nice, that mid gain. So again, this pedal, in my opinion, really loves the bridge pickup. It's just so nice. Okay, so we're like slightly below 11 o'clock on the gain. Let's boost that baby. Let's get it up above noon. Okay, from this angle, we're about at the 1 or 2 o'clock-ish vicinity. I'm on the neck pickup again. Ooh. It starts to really have some super nice sustain. Again, so even though I rolled a lot of the bass off, you can tell that sometimes when I hit stuff, it has this low frequency that gets a little pushy. I'm going to take a touch of bass out of the amp. I have the tendency to use a pretty fat sound. Still really nice though. Let's go to that middle pickup. Like I said, it just favors that bridge. Let's hear it. Wow, that is where it lives. I just played some crazy chords, but the integrity of the sound still remained. You could hear the colors of the chords. That's not always the case with drive pedals. You know, this one is really awesome. I almost feel like I should only demo it on the bridge pickup because it's so spectacular. I like it on the neck in the middle position, but man, there's something special about when the bridge pickup hits it. It's just really nice. Alright, so again, I feel like this pedal is a mid-gain drive pedal. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna turn the gain up so you can hear what it's like. But here's my opinion. This is kind of the sweet spot for the pedal. It really does nicely in this kind of like mid-gain range. And when you start to bring it up a little bit higher, it starts to kind of not work quite as well. The real beauty is when you get it dialed into kind of this area and then you push it with another pedal in front of it, in my opinion. So I'm going to do that in a minute, but I want you to hear what it would sound like if we just crank the gain maybe almost all the way. Let's see what we got. And of course the noise goes higher. Let's make sure the levels are cool. We're good. All right. Neck pickup again. At that level, I actually really like the neck pickup. It's pushing towards that fuzz realm, and it's kind of cool. You know, when you check out this video, you might be like, it's too fat sounding. It doesn't make any sense. I think on a live gig, it actually could work really nicely. All right, let's go to this middle position again. So again, it's really quite fuzzy. Just to clarify, I have my volume pedal on. It's after the Vemuram, so it's not affecting like the gain staging in the front end. Let's go ahead, let's go to the bridge pickup. So this is one thing that I absolutely love about this guitar. When you really dig in really hard on the lower strings, it doesn't like overcompress or collapse as Tim Pierce says. And with this setting, it still works great. Alright, so to clarify, I'm using this as kind of a mid-gain stage kind of level of crunch. When the amp's really cranked on stage and I turn this thing on, say, you know, maybe it's living in that 11 to 1 o'clock range. When I turn that on, a lot of times I'll play verses and choruses with it. If it's a crunchier song, I'm playing with this guy named John Papa Grow. And there are a lot of rock and roll elements along with New Orleans funk in it. And so, you know, basically I can get by with that for the verse and chorus sound. And then when I go to the solo, what I like to do is I like to take the Duellist and the Shanks and combine them. So let me show you that. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I like to use the left side of the Duellist, the Blues Breaker side. and not too much gain. I'll probably put that at the 10 or 11 clock range. And it's on the glass setting, so it's going to have that nice kind of bright punch. And it's going to hit this Nobels circuit, the Vemuram, super hard in the front end. And it's just going to make it compress in this beautiful way. So check this out. Bridge pickup. It just, all of a sudden, it's like you're playing with magic. I mean, it's pretty crazy how beautiful that combination sounds. In the mix, it's still very punchy and in your face, but it's also just like, it's controllable still. Let's hear, we'll do the neck, middle, and then the bridge again. Bridge. So again, I think the pedal by itself is really fantastic for that mid-gain thing. But if you have it on already in a song and it's just kind of pushing the amp a bit and you've got it cranked enough to where it's in that kind of compressed mode, and then you go to your solo and you jump on kind of a lighter drive in front of it that still pushes it pretty hard, you've got a recipe for success. I mean, I just think that sounds wonderful, you know. And I'm playing currently. I'm in my apartment in New Orleans, and it sounds that good, just going, you know, through the Benson and into the aux and into the computer. Imagine if it was live on a gig. I mean, so you can crank the amp. You've got real air moving. I mean, it's a different world. So again, thank you for checking out my channel. If you like what I'm doing here, please like the video, subscribe, hit that bell so you get those notifications, and please leave me a comment. I'm kind of in the middle of posting about my board and all the kind of ingredients on it so that you can check out each pedal and then hear them all together. But I'm always taking requests for lessons and would love your feedback. So please reach out if you'd like. Again, like, subscribe, hit me up whenever. And if you're really digging this stuff, go on over to my website, www.danielserif.com. There I have this 5-part video series based on the minor pentatonic scale and helping to break you out of the boxes. You know, as guitar players, we get so stuck in all these box shapes. And I made a course for free that you can check out, and it helps you break out of those boxes. And I'd love to see you work through it and see what it does for your playing. So again, thanks a lot for checking this video out. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.